Thank you. Thank you once again, everyone, for joining us today. My name is Dola Adekombi, and I am the co-founder and COO here at Atapic. Today, we're going to be talking about building an authentic audience. Okay, so how things are going to go today, we're going to talk about what an audience is, why they matter, what makes an audience authentic, the steps involved in building an authentic audience, how Atapic helps us achieve that, and we'll end the session by going into a Q&A session, okay? All right, so the difference between a lead and an audience. So a lead is a name, an email, a contact information, while an audience is people who trust you, engage with you, and return to your business. When we talk about authenticity equals loyalty. It means you're being genuine, you're being original, you're being trustworthy, and you're reliable. And trust builds long-term relationships and repeat business. So let's talk about why audiences matter. First of all, leads are temporary and audiences are lasting. A lead, as I said before, is a contact information that might choose to respond or not even engage at all. But on the other hand, an audience decides to stay connected and they keep showing up, opening your emails, engaging with your content, and coming back consistently to learn more about what services you're providing and the products that you're offering. When we talk about trust driving growth, your audience is built on trust. When people feel that they're connected to your brand in one way or the other, they're more likely to take action, whether it is purchasing whatever products you have, subscribing for your services, recommending you to other people, or just remaining a loyal client. We know that leads can be cold. They can choose to not even open your emails or anything, but audiences will end up warming up over time. So when we talk about engagement fueling consistency, an authentic audience engages with you consistently. In every small business, I'm pretty sure like you have that one client that just keeps coming back because they value what you put out there. And this creates a cycle of feedback and growth. And this engagement from these people helps you to modify your messaging, improve your services, and helps you build stronger connections that go beyond just one single transaction. Okay, and now what makes an audience authentic? It means that they engage consistently with your brand, they trust your messaging and your offerings, and they choose to stay connected, not just being marketed to. And the key takeaway here is that authenticity is what creates the staying power. You being authentic, you saying you're going to do something and you do it, you being genuine, you being original, you being trustworthy is what makes your clients stay with you. Okay, and now we go into the steps of building an authentic audience. You want to listen first. You want to understand what your audience value. You want to know exactly what they need so you can provide that for them. Next, we have connecting genuinely. You want to go beyond generic outreach and personalize interactions. In this day and age, we are all so stuck on our phones. I live in New York City and I take the train almost every day, and everybody there's very little to no personal interactions. Everybody's phones is in their faces, and you want your clients to not just be over email. You want to have a personal interaction with them. And finally, we have nurturing consistently. You want to deliver value over time by following up with your clients and following up with your content, where growth comes from showing up again and again with repeated value. Okay, So now we're going to talk about reliability and validity. These are two terms in psychological research that also can be applied to business. So reliability equals consistency. And this means that you're producing the same results under the same conditions. So your clients are getting the same results, the same positive results every single time. While validity equals accuracy. This means you're providing exactly what your business says that you offer. So you're not saying one thing on your website, and when it's time to provide that service, you're doing something completely different or even slightly different. You want to be accurate. And this is where you start to build trust. When you're reliable, people come back to you. People are consistent in returning to your business. And when they realize that your work is valid, your work is accurate, they will also return. So how does Atapic help us achieve this? So Atapic helps by allowing you to tailor your outreach, meaning that there are communications that can reflect the leads industry, their behavior, or their past interactions. And this is with our personalized engagement tools. So your messaging for one person will be different for the other from the other person. So you're tailoring this based on each lead and the services that they provide. All right. And up next is automated outreach. With Atapic, you can set up sequences that will automatically deliver emails, reminders, and check-ins at the right time. And this will drastically reduce the manual effort that you have to use to draft each email, and you have to put reminders that you have to respond to this email at this time. Atapic will help you automate everything, and you can channel that energy into something positive. And finally, we have our built-in analytics. So data is very, very essential for growth. And Atapic tracks every single interaction that you have, every opening, every click, every response, every conversion. And this is so you can see what messages, what campaigns, and what approaches are effective. And so you can change them accordingly. So finally, I want you to think of this as shifting from messy manual processes to a streamlined system that combines efficiency with authenticity. All right, so this is the end of our little session. Thank you for listening.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dola. And so guys, this time around, I am doing something different. So usually we do the business on the spotlights, but because today we're talking about building an authentic audience, we've decided to pull in everybody. Today's a Monday, so it's kind of very busy days for everyone. But we decided that today we're going to have more of an interactive session. All right. I want to believe almost everybody here is a business owner, and everybody has something that's on their mind, especially when it comes to lead generation and client acquisition. So I'm going to throw out a question to the group, right? Which is, can if somebody would volunteer and tell us why authenticity goes a long way in client acquisition. I believe I just sent the unmute to everybody.
Why authenticity goes a long way in client acquisition?
Yes, sir.
So people really want to know who you are. And if you show up as anybody then other than who you are, one, it's not going to be sustainable. And two, that's going to show up in your service and or product delivery. So people want to work with real people that are authentic to who they are and that show up that way. So if for client acquisition, I mean, if you want to work with people, if you want to pull more clients in, be yourself. Just be authentically you.
Thank you so much, Scott. That's amazing. So the second question, see, the reason why I'm doing this is because everybody here has knowledge to share. All right. And the whole purpose of this sessions is so that we can always learn from each other. The one goal that I always tell myself is I want to be a better version of myself tomorrow than I was today. So the next question to the group is, why is it that the attention span for the human race has gone down from about 40 something 50 something seconds to about 8 point something seconds in the last year and a half?
I mean, I think technology plays a big part in that, right? You think about, I kind of think about now, as opposed to when I was growing up in the 90s, right? I didn't have a phone in my hand or anything like that. I kind of had whatever I was supposed to focus on. That is what I had at my disposal. I mean, now I have like for instance, right now in this meeting, we're in this meeting now, but I could have a million tabs open. I could be on Instagram, I could be on LinkedIn, I could be sending a text to a client. There's so many different ways that we have available to communicate and then to also grab our attention. So I think, like I said, that's one of the reasons why it's kind of hard for us to just stay focused on things at hand. But there's always a strategy and a solution for that. And, like I said, I think that's what works for me is whenever I need to focus, just implement a certain strategy that's going to keep my eyes focused on the prize.
Thank you so much, Philip. That's Philip from Elevation Strategy, by the way. Thank you so much. Amazing. Another question, right? And this one is, I think this is a question that everybody needs to take home with them, right? Which is, in today's day and age, how can you as a business owner not only stand out, but engage and communicate with your clients, right? But also how you do that and scale, all right? Because nowadays, everybody wants human interaction. Everybody wants to feel like this message was personalized to them. So the question as business owners is like, okay, how can we do this, right, in a human-like way, but at scale? I want everybody to take that with them, because at the end of the day, right, we're in business because not only do we want to make money, but we also want to provide value to other people. And I want to believe that there's 1 billion people in the world. There's a lot of people out there that need your services. There's somebody in Australia that needs your services, Scott. There's somebody in New Zealand that needs your services, Philip. Pam, I'm pretty sure there's somebody in Spain or Brazil that needs your services, right? And the goal is, how can we business owners connect with people in a human-like way, but at scale? Thank you so much, everybody. This was a wonderful session. If anybody has questions for me at this point, I would take any questions.